Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
2nd and 6. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
2nd and 11. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Extra point forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. first carry for Brandon Bolden. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. That's good for 28 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll drop the throw. Wilson's got it complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Switch up, switch up.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Stay with your man.
They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play, because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A 38-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now they'll throw it with Griffin. That's complete to his running back, Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. From midfield now, here's Griffin. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
To throw again on 2nd down. Griffin, he completes it to Wilson.
Come on now, let's go.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first down, Griffin. And a completion to Wilson. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Griffin. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is indeed good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And on now is the punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Pulled in at the 24. Now, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Griffin to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. of the gun. Griffin. Caught by Wilson. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2nd and 2. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL here on this first day of November. We'll begin up in Lambeau, an NFC North battle between Detroit and Green Bay. And it's the Lions who hold on to the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Mason Rudolph. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Right. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the run. Watch the run.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll look to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. They're going to look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and it's shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. On the draw, it's Wilson. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On third down, Griffin. And that's complete to Lewis. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They go play action. Griffin. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He got 29 yards that time. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd and 9, Griffin. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
He's checking.
First down, Houston.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
51 to
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tyler Kroft. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing, finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And Walker has it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Able to find Willis. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
They'll set up a throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's Bolden. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Brandon Bolden, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes it 24-13. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, Brown. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 44.
Right back to Brown. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Griffin. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it first down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. Throw caught there by Willis. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now back to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Back to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Walker. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Herndon's got it complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll drop to throw. And it's caught by Herndon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. But Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for our visitors, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And now they'll face the prospect of a long, albeit happy flight across the Atlantic. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.